All right, everybody, welcome back once again. Locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll. B final coming your way. And I didn't change the names on the scoreboard, so let's get this part done. We have Stephen Holem taking on Joe Spence for your B-side final. It is on the 7-foot. It is race to 6, 8-ball. It is myself. My name is Grant, sitting beside Mr. Ryan Murray. How are we, Ryan?
We are doing fantastic. This is going to be another nail biter.
Oh, I agree. We got started just a touch early. We didn't want to have you miss out on not 1 second of the action. We're waiting for Stephen Holem to show up. And we know Joe is out for blood. Stephen wants to win. It is both in Captain Calgary for his honor. Both teammates, brothers in battle.
Yeah, someone's going to pick up an extra $25 of walking money after
That's
this.
it. Absolutely. There is a bounty on both of these gentlemen's heads, of which Stan just also won a bounty.
That's right. He picks up some
It's a
beer
little
money
bit
himself.
of pocket cash.
And the nice thing is, one of Barry's teammates will have his name on the trophy again. Either way.
Yes,
So-
100%.
Steven's trying to sell Joe a tainted piece of chalk there
Right?
just for an edge.
Yeah.
And here we go. Here goes the leg.
Game on.
The leg in this is so important.
It sure is. Looks like Joe Spence coming up with it.
Oh, is he going to get a weird hop? Nope. Yeah,
Oh, and he means
Yes,
business, man.
Stephen is-
Look at the strut around the table.
I don't know if
The
you
man
guys just,
means business at this point.
if you just saw that, even Stephen was a little upset that he didn't get closer to that leg. So,
Yep.
because if you go back and forth here,
Yeah.
it's
Game over.
game over. Yeah, the winner of the leg gets the final break. So.
And this, y'all, is going to be a phenomenal match. Smash the share button. Let's go.
Yeah,
Get the popcorn, candy, soda pops.
get everyone watching this one.
Yup. Share to as many pool groups as what you can. B final, Stephen Holem, Joe Spence, underway. 4-ball in. 2-ball in trouble. High ball not terrible. 13 little bit tough. I think I'm favoring high ball though.
Yeah, we may say Joe take the 7-14 right here and just leave that 7 behind the 2.
9-ball does clear. The issue is the 8. If you can take the 15 to the bottom left-hand corner as you look at the table on the screen,
And that is
leave a little bit of angle.
It's funny that Grant just mentions that, because that's exactly what Joe did the moment he mentioned that. Go down and have a look to see if that passed. And I believe it does. So here we go.
Just doesn't want to touch the 2-ball here.
Oh, that was perfect.
Yeah, perfect weight. 9-ball still passes. You know what? He could use the 11. If he takes, is it the 10 sitting on the rail? 10-ball, 9-ball, 11-ball into that side pocket and use the angle to break out that 5-8.
Yeah. It is doable.
The only issue that still remains is that 13-ball. So do you try to get the 13 right here off the 9?
It looks exactly like what he's going to do. Or he's going to come across here and solve the 5-8 problem.
Could do, yeah. I think he's a little bit short of pace to try to go off the 9 up to get the 13 right now. So I like your shot. Cut the 9-ball in, take care of that 5-8. 11 passes past the 2, so you could also use that to draw into the 13th when you break out that 5-ball.
Yeah, he has a decision to make here.
break out the 8. Yeah.
That's exactly what he did, and he has come away perfect. 8 ball wide open now. I think he's probably going to...
It's a mystery for the 13 so far. I don't really see a good chance at it. I was looking at it there off the 15.
Yeah, he may try to draw over off the 15.
That is a touchy shot. Fraught with danger. Put the cue ball off the edge of the 6 and scratch.
Or he may just elect to come past the pocket with a little draw and take the 9 next.
Yeah, I like that shot. If you can leave yourself the right angle off 9 to go down and break out that 6-13, that would also work. No, he's digging. He's trying to do it right now.
And
gets it to fall.
He is successful with it.
And if he can see this 12 ball, he's sitting perfect.
Even if he can't see the 12, I think the combination is fairly standard here.
I don't mind just taking the 12 with a nice draw out for the 9.
Yeah, as long as he can see it, for sure. If you don't have to take a combo, I'm not.
Right? He is going combo.
Yeah, he's...
I just don't like where that leads.
I think he'll play this with enough pace that the 13 clears and he gets out for the 9.
I think he's going to chop this in with a little bit of bottom right hand just to try to avoid that side pocket.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, you don't want to disturb that 5-3 either. Could get in the way and hamper. Yeah, a little bit of bottom right.
He's missed it.
Good thing Joe is short enough.
Yeah, I'm not telling him to move. You
Nope.
tell him to move.
I like life.
Yeah.
I've got that camera sitting up about as high as I can put it. And indeed, Mr. Orzel, another great match. So if you're just tuning in, it is rack number 1 of the B-side final. Joe Spence, Stephen Holem for the 4th annual Barry Hooey Memorial. You know what to do. Help us out and Hulk smash it. So what do you start with? I like starting with the 3 ball.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to take care of those 2 problems early here. I do believe that the 7 ball is poked out enough that it does go clean below the 2.
It does, and I like the 3 ball coming across for the 6 next. May as well solve that riddle right now. Once across underneath the 6. Nope, it's the 5 ball or the 8 ball. That 6 must cut a little easier into that side pocket than what I think. I don't think he meant to connect with that 8 ball.
Nope, not at all. I'll give my buddy George Nolan a shout out. He's tuning in from here in Calgary.
Very nice. Welcome to it.
Yeah, big fan of pool as well. Is a good friend of Lenny's, the room owner here. And by pool fan, I mean he loves to watch it because he certainly doesn't really know how to play it. So
Yeah. You gotta love the ribs.
boom, George.
Right? Boom shakalak.
Steven looking to cut that 1 over.
He doesn't like it, and I don't blame him. I think that rub on the 8 really put a monkey wrench into his plan.
Yeah. And that's why I think if it were me when I had that opening shot on that 7, I would have taken it.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like he's going to have to...
But taking the 6 puts him kind of back in the same position.
Yeah, it really
Not a
does.
fan of taking the 6 ball there. I think he may chip off the 5 ball 2 rails around and try to marry Joe to the backside of the 1 ball. But that touchy little shot, you miss that in any type of way,
Yeah, it's
Joe gets out.
Yeah, he's just going to carve this one ball in now.
Well, I don't mind it because even if he misses and rattles it, it takes away the pocket. Just
And
like that.
He was dangerously close to scratching there.
Yeah. So Joe left, I believe, can sneak behind the 6. I don't know if you want to try to take the 9 ball. Cue ball off the 2, and the scratch is looking fairly natural.
Yeah, Steven didn't look comfortable over that shot
No, at all. Yeah. But it did, like I say, it did sit there and take away that pocket for the 8 ball.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a sign of a little bit of early nerves again that he ran into the 8 ball.
Of course. Well, it means so much to these guys, right? These are the original members of Barry's team, right?
Exactly. And I mean, they grew up together.
They're brothers. Travel dogs. Road dogs, I should say. Joe not comfortable with it either. I think the 13 is just a touch out. I think he's got to go straight into the 13 ball, which catches just the edge of that 12 ball.
Yeah, or is he looking at it because he has to play rail first?
Which is tight.
I don't know how much of that 6 ball is got its nose stuck out there, so.
Yeah, it does look like he is playing rail first. I'm not sure. I can't quite tell. Or is he looking to shoot over to take out the 1 ball?
I think you're right. I think that's exactly what he was looking to do.
Yep. So pretty decent shot here. Take the 1 ball out. Now that the 6 ball is against that rail, take the 1 ball out and just leave the cue ball up behind the 8 ball.
I mean, unless he's feeling squirrely, and because he's got the angle to come off that 9 ball and back down below the 13, because it does go in his corner. I don't know if the 9
goes anymore. If it goes, it's a ball width.
Oh yeah, he's got. Drive a bus through there.
Only one semi truck. Got to play this to the inside of the pocket.
Yeah, he doesn't have a full pocket, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's going to try to make the 13-1. And I like it because he can draw over towards the 6 ball, right?
And that is the shot you need, folks. You need to hit this ball with draw so that when the object ball hits the 1 ball, it transfers to forward spin.
And if he doesn't make it, he doesn't leave a shot for Steven.
Right, and he owns the pocket.
So. Yes.
Here we go. Let's see what he can do here.
Doesn't look 100% comfortable, though.
He's just making absolute sure.
And you have to.
Because he doesn't want to overdraw it either and risk getting funny on the 8. So a lot going on in this shot.
Yeah, there's a lot of variables to try to control. Gotta sit just like this.
He has left nothing easy though.
No, but I don't think he's going to like his next shot. He's going to be shooting off the beach on the end rail with the 8 in the way. Yeah, chip the 6 off.
Would certainly make sense. That way Steven can open his last 2 balls up.
Is he really trying this cut?
You know why I think he's going for the cut? Is because even if he chips down to the bottom rail, that 13 is so close to the corner, and Joe is such a good kicker. He would be leaving a wide open bank for Joe to kick down onto that ball.
Yeah.
So.
And Steven made a really great shot.
He sure did.
And I think Joe knew it. As soon as he missed that 1 ball and the cue ball traveled over as much as he did,
Steven stays in perfect line there. And he'll just chip this ball in off the long rail and come back out for the 8-ball.
A little bit of a steer there from Steven, which you don't normally see in his stroke.
Yeah.
That tells you the nerves are real.
Well, regardless, he gets the job done and opens up the scoring.
Indeed, Steven drawing first blood. Whoops. So for those just tuning in, we are live here at the Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is the 4th annual Barry Hooey Memorial Tournament, and it is the B-side finals. Winner of this will continue on to take on the infamous Stan Taranjo.
Yeah, and Stan is leaving nothing to chance. He is warming up as we speak, so he knows that either of these two youngsters to come back over to play him if he's not in top form.
Of course. Shotgun, 3-ball in,
He absolutely
and
tortures that.
wide open. With exception, what's the, is that 4-5?
Yeah, it looks like the 4-5 is tied up.
Looks pretty good for a high ball run.
Yeah, that's what you got to take here, I believe.
A little bit of traveling to do in the high ball run, but certainly better than trying to attack the low ball, being the 4-5 is tied up in the position of that 7-ball.
Yeah, well, that is the nice thing with the high balls. You don't have to run into anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you get your positions right.
What's the deal with chalking and wiping the tip down after? Not sure. Habit, probably.
Yeah, he's not wiping the tip. He's just clearing the chalk kind of off the furrow, any chalk dust. And Eric Horlefson is famous for that too. He chalks and then just pulls his fingers off the end.
Thanks for the stream. Hoping Stan the man will persevere. Keith Yowzer. Victoria, BC. We appreciate that there, Keith.
Well, if he continues to play like he did in the last match, he'll be tough to beat.
Oof. Ain't that the truth?
Steven off and running. He has selected high ball.
He may have to take the 10-ball first. I think he's on the wrong side of the 14 here. I'm pretty sure he wanted to float down for the 9-11.
Or is he just going to thick that in and try to come out for the 12-ball and get rid of that problem ball now? It doesn't go past the 1.
Yeah, he's going
Yeah,
downtown.
he's going downtown. Okay.
Right, because he can come 9-ball, 11-ball,
And then
bring
up
back
into
to
the
the
12.
side rail for 12-ball. I think that's a 12-ball.
Yeah, I believe it is.
12 and 15. Yeah, so a little bit of angle here on the 12-ball. Punch back over, draw into the 1, and just open it up for the 15, then the 10-8. Ooh, did he get there?
Yeah, he's perfect on the 12. He'll just...
You get to stare down the barrel. I'm guessing at the angle that I look at.
Yeah, he'll just stop it right there for the 15.
He doesn't punch over for the to knock the 1.
I don't think he has to.
He's A little bit of forward motion, that will also work. Probably over and back, I would imagine. I don't think you'd want to slow roll this. Could be wrong. He did slow roll.
Yeah, he's perfect.
Yeah. I just don't like rolling when that 7 is in proximity to where my cue ball is going to end up. Because if it was me shooting, I'm ending up directly behind that 7 ball.
We have trust issues. Not with our wives, but with the pool table.
It's so true.
Yeah,
Looking good to take a 2-0 lead.
Slow rolling balls, weird stuff can happen.
Yeah.
If there's a table roll or a piece of chalk that hits. Or
That's why I prefer to kind of punch that in and go back and forth.
I agree.
Right, but again, my preference. I know there's been a few disagreements with what I've said in the comments, and that's all right. You're allowed to disagree. I'm not saying that it's a hardened truth as to what I'm saying. To the heart of the pocket it goes. Stephen Holem sitting now 2-0 over top Joe Spence in the B-side final. We'll give a shout out to one of our local sponsors, Nick's Q Innovation, local here to Calgary. He is the man in Calgary. If you've got any Q repairs, tips, any of that kind of thing, he is the man to do the job. You can get a hold of him 403-667-3173. You can also find him on Facebook.
Absolutely, and he does ship. You can ship your repairs in from anywhere.
Absolutely. There's all over BC, Saskatchewan, Winnipeg. They send all their repair work into Nick. He gets it all done and ships it all back.
And I'll tell you right now, if you get a hold of Nick and you're in the area, have him bring his new 3-piece jump cue down for you to give a test drive to. You won't be sorry you did.
Joe making 2 balls off that break.
Yeah, and
3 balls off that break. 2 low, 1 high. Nope. 1 and 1.
yeah, it's looking like I don't know. It's hard to
Still
tell
tough.
here whether he's going to elect to take the solids or the stripes.
He does have the 3, I believe, past the 1, I think.
That's what I was thinking too. Is that he'll open up with that one. I mean,
And if he can stay kind of in that proximity of the 3, it puts him onto the 1 ball. I can't quite tell the angle he's got on the 3 and whether it in fact does pass the 1 ball.
well, if he doesn't have the 3, he does have the 2 to the side,
Past the 4.
past the 4 there, and that would push the 3 down towards the corner anyway. So, but it looks like he's got the 3 ball.
Wants to hold up here.
Well, we wanted that to slow down. I'm not sure he's on the 1.
And I don't know that the 5, he's got the 4 ball.
Yeah,
So the 4 is not terrible. He can run into the 12 ball, hold for the 5, then the 1, then 2, 7, 8. Got to call this one a done deal. Just like this.
Yeah, he's not happy with something. I don't know what.
Well, I think once he looks at the fact that he can just slow roll this 5 ball, he's onto the 1, 2, 7, 8. I think he'll readjust his.
Yeah, he's giving himself a
process.
little nod there. He's like, I'm not too terrible.
I think the worry here is to end up on the rail after you shoot the 5, but I don't think he's got to hit it quite that hard.
No,
Just a nice little couple 3-4 inches roll up on the 5 ball.
if he can get on to the 1 ball here, his biggest worry is going to be making sure that he stays properly on the 2 ball so that he doesn't have to go anywhere up near the 12 or 10 coming
Correct.
off that back rail.
Yeah.
So
But does the 2 pass the 9 to the top right hand?
it's hard for me to tell from this angle. I think it does. biggest thing he's trying to work out right now is that one ball.
And I like what he's looking at here. Push through the 5 ball, leave yourself the angle on the 2. Take the 2 to the top left. You can draw off of there for the 1 ball, which leads you quite naturally to the 7.
Yeah, that might be a possibility. We'll know in a minute how he hits this.
Yep.
And that's exactly what he's done, but he's overrun it again. He was trying to punch that down and leave himself half the angle that he's got now to the corner.
Mm-hmm.
But I do believe with how thin he'll have to hit the 2 ball, he will be going into the 1.
Well, he's got a couple of places he could put it, right? If you go to the left-hand corner pocket, or sorry, left-hand side pocket, you got to get between the 12-9 ball. That'll at least bring you back and guarantee you a shot on the 7 ball. So load this thing up with some left-hand spin. And you got to split that gap between the 12-9.
This shot is fraught with danger.
Oh, it is. You touch either the 12 or the 9 and you're... How much have these guys played each other over the years? A ton.
He missed
He
it.
totally missed it. Sounded like he miscued a little.
I was not expecting that.
Can I get the challenge link? It's after the Barry Hooey Memorial. To be honest, I don't have the link. If David Wilson is on, he has definitely got the challenge link, but it is under the Barry Hooey Memorial on challenge.
Steven's just working out now the 11-13, how he's going to attack that, and I'm not so sure that it's not pretty much wired up for the corner. He may play the 15 and then just play a combo. I'm not sure.
I don't know that it's quite wired.
No, he's
Run into it. Yeah,
perfect. Well,
nice
that
shot.
answers whether the combo went.
Yeah, there is David Wilson, our pin master, helping us out as always. We appreciate that, David. Hey, you're welcome, Lowell. We appreciate you tuning in. All the way from South Carolina. We appreciate everybody tuned in all weekend long. Started this event Friday evening. 64 players was a capped tournament for the 4th annual Barry Hooey Memorial. Of course, it's live out of the Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta. For those new to Q Sports Live, my name is Grant, and I'm sitting beside Mr. Ryan Murray. I don't know why I'm doing that, Ryan. It's a Freudian slip.
Yeah, I had one of those this morning, a Freudian slip. I meant to ask my wife to pass the butter, and I said, "You've ruined my life."
Oh my God, I'm so stealing that. I love it. Oh yeah, that's going into the memory banks. Hey, you bet, Jarrett. So typically for those that are new to Q Sports Live, if this is your first time viewing, let us know. We'll give you a shout out on the live stream. And typically with Q Sports Live, we prior to the pandemic, we're live every weekend from some part of the country, be that in Canada or the United States. If you're on Facebook, you can head into the library of streams that we have. There's well over 10,000 different streams to go and take a look at.
Yeah, Stephen looks very comfortable with this out here. So
Cue ball control is a camera above the Predator display case. Had my first visit to Leather Pocket last weekend. No, we're actually right in between where the 7-foots and the 9-foots are. So where all the seating is. David says, LOL, you know where Ryan is sleeping for the weekend, eh?
I'm hoping my wife is doing her homework
right.
instead of tuning in.
Yeah, exactly. What's going on? Patrick Neal tuning in. Appreciate it.
Yeah, he's got perfect angle here just to punch back up for the 13 ball. That will work.
That will do just about perfect. Maybe a little bit straight.
Yeah, a little straighter than you would like, but 8 being as close to the pocket as it is, it shouldn't pose any problem.
Yeah, well, we'll see if he tries to punch this or just kind of take what the table gives him. Oh yeah, I totally punched that. Didn't want to be anywhere near that rail to shoot this 8 ball. Thanks, Patrick. I'll take the backhanded compliment all day long. Don't think it got updated. Typically, it takes just a little bit to update the library once we end a stream. So the match before this was your A-side final. That was Joe Spence and Stan Taranjo, which Stan ended up winning. And now we're on to the B final.
Yeah, and the winner of this will go back to the 9-foot and play Stan.
Yep, and 2 true double elimination. If either Steven or Joe go back and beat Stan on the A side, we'll return back to the 7-foot tables for the final.
For the final, yeah. Steven's in just steamroller mode here and braking, so.
Yeah, 3-0 lead in a race to 6 is a tough thing to come back from, especially on an alternate break.
Absolutely.
So Joe's in tough.
But again, anything can happen. Steven, I don't mean to jinx or anything, but he absolutely smashes the brakes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that cue ball sometimes gets kicked around like a pinball, so.
Well, and I can tell you this, as much as he's smashing them now, he's actually let off his brake.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah. But he gets through the ball. You see, he went second ball there.
He went second ball break. I
think that's a little bit of mental warfare right there.
Right.
I got a 3-0 lead on you, Joe, and if I don't make a ball on the break, you're not getting out.
Yeah. And maybe, with the wisdom that these two have, even though they're so young, is do I risk my usual break and risk scratching?
Of course, because you leave Joe a wide open table.
Next thing it's 3-2.
Likelihood it's 3-2.
Yeah.
Nice clean table though. Low ball looking delicious.
Yeah,
they've laid up so nicely.
Yeah, ducks.
Right. I think you almost have to start with this 4-ball here.
Oh, I would imagine that's where he's going to go.
I mean, he could start with the 1, come back out and take the 3, then into the 5, play down the junk down table, because I believe the 4 passes the 9, so could leave the 4-ball as the last ball.
Yeah, he could leave that as his out ball, but I think the only issue is the
6-ball is
ball.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. This is why I say maybe you take the 1-3, then you're in on the 5 to clear that path to the 6-ball, right?
True.
So if you go 1-3, 5-2, 6, 7, 4, 8.
Yeah, I don't hate that pattern.
Right, if you get that 5 out of the way, it just opens up everything on the 6.
Well, and the the other option too, with your thought is getting on the 5 ball there, is if he has to and he gets funny angle, he can always draw into the 13.
Yeah, exactly.
And hold there for the 2.
Yep.
So it looks like that's the way he's opted to go.
Yeah, I think it's the right way. Right, just to clear the 5 ball out of the way, and even like you said, even if you're on the wrong side of it, you draw in, you break into the 6-13, and you're always on to the 2. So
Yeah,
6 must go clean.
He's fallen perfect to do whatever he wants with this 5 ball.
Oh yeah, you can't ever take anything away from Stan, and I was wrong. I said that Stan was 70 years old. He's not. He's 67.
Yeah, he's 70 next year.
Yeah. He'll be 70 for the next 3 years.
He plays so good. This is my first time seeing his brother play, Phil. I've seen Stan play in the past. And
Phil can, he's a dangerous player as well.
He can move the rock with the best of them.
He sure can. I would completely agree.
And he was lucky enough, if you weren't tuned in with us yesterday, he won the Predator pool cue too.
Yeah, the SP2 Triton.
And that was sponsored by Predator, so thank you very much to them. Everybody that entered the tournament got a free ticket.
Indeed.
So
Predator out enjoying the weather in Puerto Rico, looking for the Pro Billiard Series in Puerto Rico, as well as the World 8-Ball Championships.
Yeah,
that starts Tuesday, I believe.
This man that's at the table shooting will be on an airplane out there Thursday or Friday.
Stephen will be heading out there. Is that what you said?
Yep, Thursday or Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
So
nice angle there on the 7. Draw underneath for the 4, 4, 8. Looking good. Chose exactly that pattern.
Yep, exactly. So next year, if you tune into the Hooey Memorial, we may be introducing Stephen as the World 8-Ball champion.
Yes, he is going down for the World 8-Ball. Who's the co-host? Sounds familiar. It is Ryan Murray. Been with us pretty much all weekend.
Yeah, I'm loving this.
Yeah, it's addicting. It's a very, very fun thing to do.
And Stephen's absolutely perfect here.
Yeah, nice little touch draw. He'll end up on the rail, but nothing wrong with it. Well, maybe he's got a little angle he can punch off the rail. Nice little touch draw. Just like that.
Yeah, take it down into the corner.
And just dead perfect. That is definitely the out pattern.
And if you weren't tuned in for it, Grant called it right from the jump.
Right from the hop.
And Joe is staring down the barrel of a 4-0 deficit. And I'll tell you right now, folks, he's only missed 1 ball.
Yeah.
He's just had a dry break and missed a ball.
That's it. And but you know what? At that level of play into the finals of this 64-player event, it was a monstrous field, and you have to expect in the finals, be it a B final or the finals, it's going to be that level of play.
100%.
Get a really nice look at the breaks with these guys, the way that we have this camera positioned.
The ball's come to settle on that side. A little bit funny there again.
And you know what? I'm kind of wondering if perhaps Joe's trying to crack him just a touch hard.
Yeah, and every time he kind of makes a play, the pool gods are just not with him.
Against him.
He is going to go home and pay his taxes tonight, I think.
Right? He'll either pay his taxes or light some incense to pay homage to the pool gods.
Wow. Like, he is just not getting any rolls whatsoever.
Getting no love whatsoever. I agree. in good to break out this 7 ball. But it's a question of where do you go after that?
It really is the 3 ball that's...
3 is in trouble, 8's in trouble. I mean, you can use the 4 to bump into the 13, push the 8 out of the way. But then you also have to worry about the 5 ball.
Yeah, and he's only got about a half pocket at most with the 6 ball to pass the 4 if he uses that as a breakout to the corner.
And
so you
the
certainly
5
don't
doesn't
want
pass, right? 5 doesn't pass to the top right. It will to the bottom right.
Yeah, it'll come down where the cue ball is. But, I mean, when you've got a half pocket, the last thing you want to do is smash a ball into it for a breakout. So
yeah. Well, interesting here.
And Stevens tried to snap Joe's break cue in half there. That's a legal tactic in this tournament. What Joe's shooting at here? Oh, you can see the 4 ball.
Wow. Does he get the right angle on the 6 to break out the 8-3? Or is he going to take the 5 ball draw back?
Yeah, I think he... I'm not sure he got on the 6 properly there, so yeah, he's looking at a...
Oh, very nice. Nice little roll-up, cut the 6 to the corner.
I think so, yeah, I think so.
Very flirtatious. You're tempting fate, Mr. Spence.
Yeah.
We've seen these things go wrong. But I don't think he's really got any other choices here.
No, he has to...
Even the drawback on 5, you have to get dead perfect on the 6 to the side with the correct angle to break into the 8-3.
Yeah, you almost have to just come shy of touching that 12 ball.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't get enough draw on it to get beside the 12 ball, you're behind it and it's over.
Yep.
He's hit that real good.
Oh, he's hit it perfect.
Yep. He's
don't
not
know
going
that
to move the 8, though.
I was just going to say, took the words right out of my mouth. Get out of my head. You're not paying rent. And if you're going to stay there, you're definitely paying rent.
I may need to if my wife was tuned in. Oh,
my
we
God,
wrong.
He did move it.
He hit that with so much inside that he actually came off the 3 onto the 8. What a shot.
Wow. Joe not willing to go away quietly. I'm going to move our mics to my mouth a little bit more. That way I can talk quieter.
Yeah, we don't want to jinx these guys, and we're like sitting right beside them.
Yeah, and he's got to perhaps just take what the table gives him here.
Yeah, and I don't mind that because the 8 is not snugged up to the rail, so...
Yeah, he's got a little bit of wiggle room. Not a lot. Oh, he chunked into it. Tried to get perhaps a little too perfect there.
I would agree.
I think that maybe also the side pocket kind of got into his head a little bit. So Steven looking to get on the hill and break on the hill. Oh no, it's Joe's break.
It would be Joe's break on.
Didn't Joe just break this?
No, it would be rack 6. That's right. It would be Steven because Joe started. So, yeah. Yeah, and you don't leave a master like Steven on an open table like this and expect to see it again. So.
Well, and I think after this rack, if Joe does get a shot, it is a quick race to 6. And you just got to take it one game at a time, one shot at a time.
Yeah.
That's it. Right?
It's
As we
all you can
alluded
do.
to in the prior match, you got no pressure anymore. Right? From here, you're supposed to lose.
Right.
That's why there's no pressure.
Right. And he will never admit defeat, but
no.
He'll fight tooth and nail right to the end.
Yep.
The only problem is Steven gets at least 2 more breaks after this. And
Yeah. And believe me, he won't be second ball breaking.
no.
in those 2 breaks, I think he brings the hammer down.
Yeah. It is very unlikely that he doesn't get out 3 different times.
Yeah. I mean, he's capable of running any given table on any given day.
Absolutely.
Right? So Joe is definitely in a rock and a hard place here.
You think there's a little thought of revenge from Edmonton in the back of Stephen's mind as well?
Of course there is.
Because Joe beat Stephen Holem twice and in Edmonton. He won the A side, and Stephen finished the winner of the B side. And when they met again, Joe put it on him again. So
Yeah. Well, and it just goes to show, I mean, Joe is showing kind of the human side, right? They're not robots, they're human. Sometimes they have off days, sometimes the pool gods are against you.
And not to make any excuses for Joe or anything, but we were talking before the tournament even began, and I said, I asked him how he was feeling, and he said, I'm going to do my best, but he's like, I'm feeling a little under the weather, and he was over in the corner hitting balls a little bit, and he wasn't feeling 100%, but
Yeah.
he's certainly given 100%.
Of course, he leaves it all on the table every time.
We've really enjoyed watching him, that's for sure.
Yeah. So Stephen looking to close escrow and hand out bagel number 2 in the last 2 matches.
Right?
Won 6-0 in the prior match against Garvey.
Yeah, which nobody saw coming there. Garvey was
No.
playing so solid.
No, Garvey was playing phenomenal pool, which just tells you that Stephen just went on a godlike run.
Yeah, he's just, we've said it before, he's just at that level. He's just, there's the master level, and then there's Stephen Holem. I mean,
Well,
like
he
may have
did
come
do
up
the
here.
second ball break. If the 15 passes that 6 ball, I think you're going to see the 9 into the 13, 14 break out the 15, onto the 11, and pretty much curtain call.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I think that there's enough room here where he can play off this.
Because I think the 10 goes past the 7 into the top right. The biggest trouble on the table, as far as I can tell, is the 15 ball, and he can get that at shot number 2.
Yep. Yeah,
Right. The only thing is, you got to watch when you play that 9 ball into the 13. Don't marry it to the 8 ball down here at the end.
Oh, 100%. That would be disastrous because there's not another ball within
Yep.
a mile of that 8 ball to use it as a breakout. So
It is very true. Unless he's going to start the 13. I don't know if I like that. You're aiming to a spot below the 7 on that side rail that is not very big.
I think he's just kind of having a look as to what ball gives him the best angle to come back and off that 14 into the 15 and break that out.
You know, does he have the 13 into the side?
I think that was his second thought. He also probably doesn't mind cutting that 11 into the corner and coming up.
Yeah, could also do that, which I think is what he's going to do here. 14 past.
Or is he taking the 14
14 right
first now into the 15?
Not into the 15. I don't think he can get the cue inside to draw, but he'll certainly use the 11 ball to do it.
I'm going to say he better be very, very careful here with the impeding ball rule that's going on. And he navigated it pretty good. But he cannot go into the 15 here off the 11. He's left himself dead straight.
I think he's got a little bit of cheat,
He may be able to cheat this a bit.
right? But you're not going to make full connection, right? Because you almost have to draw as opposed to play the weight of the ball.
And that's what I'm thinking. And if he hits the 15 a little bit full and jams on it, he's going to be in a world of trouble. And he still has to be conscious of that 10 ball. He still has to get on the right side of that 10 ball because it does not pass the 5 into the side.
Nope. He's got one pocket for that 10 ball past the 7. Well, we'll see what he does here. Maybe he draws for the 13 into the side and then draws into that 6.
Yeah, let's see. I didn't think he had enough to come up into it.
Yep.
So he's now gonna... Yeah, this has gone a little bit awry for Stephen.
Yeah.
And cutting this 9 ball in takes him into the 13 now too, so...
Well, if he takes the 13 into the side, and if he's got the right angle, he can draw off that 13 into the 6. If not, he can roll forward a little bit, then take the 10, roll forward a little on that. He's got the 9 into that 6 to break it out. So a couple of different little ways, but he's made this a little more tricky than I think what he was looking at.
Yeah, I don't think he can shoot anything but the 13. He does not
No,
want
I
to move
agree.
it with the 9.
Nope.
So
It's a matter of how you play it from here.
now I do believe that the angle's wide enough. He may be able to roll that cue ball up kind of by the 2 and get his breakout off the 9 there.
He could, but I think he wants, if depending on the angle, right? If it's me at the table, I want to get rid of that 10 ball. I can roll up on the 10, create the angle on the 9, then break that 15 out and use that to push the cue ball off the side rail up for the 12.
Right.
Right, it all depends on that tricky little angle that we obviously don't get to see on what he's got here on the 13 ball. Who's all left? It is Stephen, Joe, and this is the B final. Winner of this will move on to play Mr. Stan Taranjo for the final. Yeah, so 10 ball here. And just roll up past that 2 ball.
Yeah, and he's golden if he can get to there.
Yeah. Even if you got to punch into the 2 a little bit, cue ball where the 2 ball is perfect. Then you put the 9 in, break up the 6-15, and the angle of that, you want to hit the top side of the 6. And you'll go off that side rail and have the 12 next. Oh, 5 gets massive.
That's why I didn't like that shot.
To close escrow.
Yeah, I think the shot there was to play the 13 and then the 9. He could have gotten to the 10 from the 12 ball as his last ball because the 8's all by itself.
Well, listen, hey, Joe is licking his chops, ready to get back to this one.
Yeah.
Although I'll tell you, he's actually got the perfect angle. That if he makes this 9 ball, I think it's a perfect angle to get and break out the 6-15.
And that's that Jacoby weapon Stephen is so adept with.
Yep.
Both of these guys jump so well.
Yeah, you know what? I would say he's pretty likely to make this 9.
Yeah,
It's a matter of whether he actually has the right angle, and I think he does, to break into this 6 ball.
Yeah.
But then it is a hit and a hope, because you got to hope for a shot after. You're not getting anything on the 12 ball, I don't think.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't bet against him. Yeah, that went all kinds of wrong there.
Sure did. However, I can't tell. Can you tell if he can
looks-
make that 6 ball?
It looks like he's got the 6 ball without having to touch anything. Yeah, he
Oh,
does.
yeah, this is duck soup. 6-5. Potentially either the 2 or the 7.
Unfortunately, it might be just a tad too late for Joe to get going again.
Well, you never, I mean,
You
getting
never
to the hill
know.
is one thing. Closing escrow is another.
Right.
And you let Joe in here. That gives him 1. Break and run for 2. Sweat 1 break.
Yeah,
You're
Stephen
5-3.
gets 3 more breaks. I just
Yeah. It's not
But
likely,
it's not. It's
but it's
not
possible.
out of the realm of possibility. That's for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Making quick work of this open table.
Yeah, he's not wasting any time at all.
Nope. Nice forward, perfect angle.
And I would have liked to see him play that speed right from the get-go, because
Oh,
when
I
I watch
agree.
him in here practice, that's how he plays.
That is a big jelly
That
rub.
was crazy. Hold your breath on that one.
Wow. Huge, huge jelly rub there. And of course, we will give one more shout out to a longtime sponsor, Q Sports Live. It is Jam Up Apparel. If you haven't been there for a while, jamupapparel.com is where you want to go. 20% off on the website right now.
Is that the Black Friday sale?
No, Black Friday goes up just a touch. We'll go to 25% on Black Friday, which we've never done before.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you know Jam Up Apparel, it sells out at full price. So no discount needed for quality wear. So you won't see that again.
Yep.
Okay, Joe.
Beautiful
got a
break, high
beautiful
ball,
breaker.
sitting pretty.
Absolutely, there is nothing to do here.
Makes the 8 on the break. Oh, yeah, he's sitting perfect.
Yep.
9, 12, 11, 13, 14, 15, 8.
Remember the old CPA leagues where the 8 off the break was a win?
Yes, I do. Oh, there you go. Patrick says Jam Up has some pretty great Christmas sweaters available right now. Get in and get them. Kind of underhit that a little bit. Not terrible.
Yeah, he's going to be forced to take the 11 here.
Yeah, and I think just back and forth. Leave yourself the 14 past the 15 ball.
And I think he's got a full pocket for the 8 past the 1 ball. I don't know if he has to do anything with that. And if not, it does once he gets rid of the 14 here.
He's got about a half a pocket on the 8 ball past the 1.
Yeah, so
But full pocket.
full
to the ball,
pocket
right?
once he gets rid of this 14 ball on the other side. So
Yeah. 14, 15. Joe Spence.
I can't believe that.
No. One lapse in the mental focus.
That's all it takes.
And I'm wondering if he's still feeling the effects of what you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Just not feeling 100%, which has a pretty drastic effect on your gameplay when you play at these guys' level.
Well, and I mean, when you're sick, everybody knows, like, to go an entire day. I mean, they've been here, what, 10 hours almost, you know? 8-10 hours, and the longer you're up and the longer you're sweating it out, the sicker you feel as you go. And
Yep. Well, and you know, Joe was here early today, and then kind of had to sit around for a while. And when you're not feeling good, that has a pretty negative effect on the mental focus. But listen, Steven will try to take advantage. 4 ball in a little bit of trouble. Will pass to the right-hand side pocket, bottom right-hand corner. Also goes to the bottom left-hand corner. So a couple of different options. Yeah, the Jam Up Tyler Steyer, Savannah Easton designs are both fantastic, says Patrick. Really like both of them. Right, and Savannah Easton, what a phenomenal young lady.
I don't even know what to say. Like,
Yeah.
I watch her and I'm just like in awe. What is she, 12?
You know what? She was 12 when she started getting attention. Do you know how long she's been playing pool?
How long now?
Since she was 11.
Yeah.
1 year.
Tell me how
and look at the
disgusting.
natural talent that young lady has.
Tell me how disgusting that is, folks. Yeah, she is a little machine on the table. Again, I love it. I love seeing it. I mean, the future of the sport.
Nice shot there. Gets in perfect on that 4-ball. And that was his trouble.
Yeah, Steven's feeling real good here.
Yeah, he sure is.
And if I'm Stan, I'm not looking to make any mistakes with the way that Steven's stroking the ball now.
What a shot. Nice, beautiful little punch over.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. And he'll just play this 3-ball into the same pocket and hit it with a punch draw as well to come off that long rail and back over for the 2. And look to hit just around the first diamond past the side pocket.
Yep.
And come straight across. Really good.
He did put the reverse angle on that. I thought he would go the other way.
I was thinking we'd come straighter across too, because he's left himself a bit of a tester here, and being close to the rail as it is, he might have to elevate just a touch to dig into this to hold for the 8 there.
I think he was looking at maybe playing the 8 to the right-hand side pocket.
He may have to.
Right, just a nice smooth stroke off that left side rail and put the 8 to the right-hand side pocket for the win.
Yeah, he might have to. He might have to run through this 2-ball.
Yeah, it looks like he is. He's leveling out top side of the cue ball.
And you know what? He hit that thick too.
He sure did. Cheated the pocket. Yeah, cheated the pocket a little bit.
So this 8-ball for the side.
Poised to win.
For a Stan Taranjo and Stephen Holem final.
In it goes.
That's the ball game.
Congratulations to Stephen Holem, and you know what? Round of applause for Joe Spence as well. 3rd place in a really difficult field.
Absolutely.
But ultimately, there has to be a winner, and that was Stephen Holem in this case. And congratulations to him, man. He played phenomenally well.
And he has a little bit of strut in his step now.
Oh, of course. He will be heading back over to the big side of the room.
Which is where he is most comfortable.
Oh, of course, on the 9-foot tables. Let me tell you what, he's looking to do some damage on the the final.
Final, yeah.
Coming up next, guys. We appreciate you tuning in. Don't go far.
We're back in
Your finals coming up next. On behalf of Ryan Murray, myself, and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, we appreciate you tuning in, guys. Get your popcorn ready. Finals coming up next.